Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your July reading. I have pulled for you, as your overall energy for this reading, the Ten of Cups. This is a beautiful omen that indicates all is well or all is thriving in your family of intimates, in your community, in your circle of loved ones, the people that show up for you, that you show up for. The exchange is healthy, it's flowing. You have a lot of love that you participate in, that you receive, and that you give out to others who are part of your intimate circle. That includes friends, a family, as large or small a circle as exists for you. Underneath the deck, the Five of Swords is showing me that you are negotiating this community of loved ones very carefully. You are under no illusions that all is happy and peaceful, but you can maintain that peace and that joy through your own ability to ignore the things that are not productive or are harmful to you, and you can participate in and take up those exchanges that you feel you can manage and that you can work with in a fair way. So this is you very carefully understanding how to maintain a sense of healthy love and community around you. I'm going to pull an oracle card to get us started. And the rhodochrosite, I like to take these instantly because they feel very receptive to my energy. So the beautiful rhodochrosite, the key words are self-acceptance. I fully accept myself and know that I'm worthy of great things in life. This is very powerful for you. I'm going to set this in the middle rather than put it off to the side. And I'm going to get started with the 10th house. This is your social identity, the way others see you. The King of Wands, very fitting to your fiery nature, to your inspirational energy. And part of the clarity and the speed with which this particular card moves forward, following its inspiration, following a good idea or a desire that comes from the heart, is that warmth, is that excitement, is that enthusiasm. This is what others see. This is what others respond to. You have the power of the sun that radiates not just desire and purpose, but joy, life affirming. So your leadership is one that really very much uplifts those around you. And this is a role that perhaps at times you've been uncomfortable with, but I see you accepting this leadership more and more, accepting that this is part of who you are. This is part of your power, your gift. And that rather from shirking from it, you now see yourself finding ways to work this for the benefit of all, particularly for you. In the first house, the Three of Swords, this is describing how much you've learned from difficult heartbreaks, from failures, from things that didn't work out, from ways in which you felt betrayed. And furthermore, this indicates that you have taken responsibility for patterns in your life that have circulated around and inclined you to choose the same kind of situation that led to the heartbreak, the rejection, the refusal, the lack of reciprocity in your life. You may have felt at times that you were in control of a situation that actually turned out to control you and defeat you in a way that was completely unanticipated. Part of this is grappling with your sense of powerful ego, your power. Nothing wrong with ego, but there is this sense of tremendous pride that perhaps over and over led you to a place of heartbreak, of failure, of things not working out, of disappointment. So you have learned the lessons. You are learning the lessons of this every day. You may be involved in a particular family member who you are now understanding has become the source of some of this imbalanced view that you had of the world or of relationships that is somehow being healed, and it's impacting on this particular relationship as well. Your healing is healing the relationship. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your foundation, your soul work, is the Nine of Swords. And this is, again, really highlighting how much you are separating from this heartache, this betrayal, the idea of suffering, the idea of pain. And this pain is real. You are absolutely not dramatizing this. As others may think, you are not fixating on this as something that makes you unique or interesting. You are truly exhausted by the effort to understand how you came to an understanding of the world from the outside, from being rejected, being betrayed, being perhaps lied to. And this feels as though, again, it's describing a family situation. It can be your own family as well as your family of origin, but there was something false about that and something that tied you to an idea of never really having what you deserve, never really honoring your worth. And in some ways, you are coming to understand that the lack of sense of worthiness was within you. It's not, even if it was a pattern you saw and it was one that was unintentionally sown in your life from an early age, you understand that you indeed are the one who has fueled this sense of not deservingness, and you are finally releasing this feeling, this experience, this way of looking at the world. In the seventh house of your significant others, we have the Seven of Swords. I'm getting mixed stories here. On one hand, I feel there are partners or a significant partner, perhaps it is even loved ones, that you have dismissed. Your experience of them is negative in terms of the kind of feedback or conversation or communication you have. They are critical, they are demanding, they are always putting their needs before yours. And ultimately, you are beginning to understand that they feel threatened by you at some level. There's something about you they fear or don't understand or even are in competition with. But you are turning away from this because you've internalized some of the negative messages through these relationships for so long. And your recognition of that, you are taking responsibility for. In other words, you don't have to accept this kind of treatment. You don't have to accept this kind of communication from anyone, let alone and particularly from those who claim to love you. So I feel that you are dismissing this and you are not allowing this to take your time. It's just something you don't want to deal with. This is a general reading, Leo. If this is resonating with you, please like this video. Please share this with others. Please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I always enjoy your thoughts and comments. If you're interested in the personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And thank you for your time. I really appreciate you for allowing me to be here for you and ultimately for myself. occasionally confess that the work I do benefits me. Let's just say that. So I'm going to clarify the first house, the Three of Swords, with the Emperor in the second house and the Five of Swords in the third house. So this Five of Swords is coming up again. And this is definitely telling me how tenderly and gently you are having to negotiate your relationships and your communications, your words, in order to protect your sense of sovereignty. The sense of sovereignty is how you own your life, how you take responsibility for the life you have, and how you realize what is within your control. So this is very much weaving into the sense of community that you maintain around you. In order to do that, you realize that you have to negotiate relationships and communications with others, with those you might rather not. And because of that, you have become very politic and very careful in being aware of what you can discuss with whom and how. You refuse to engage in conversations or in negotiations that are not fruitful or beneficial to you. This is you really understanding what you believe in, what you value, what you stand up for, and you will not accept abuse. You've engaged or been a victim of a lot of verbal abuse of some sort, and only you know what that is. But you are taking a stand against that. My sense is that you always have, but you've used your pride as a kind of protection, and you're not doing that. You're owning up to the choices you've made and the consequences of those. And you're moving forward with the sense of this beautiful Ten of Cups energy, loving what loves you and surrounding yourself with that support and love. In the fourth house, the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Magician card in the fifth house and the Six of Swords in the sixth house. So the Magician is absolutely giving you back your creative power. You've taken back your creative power to be yourself and to act from that place of desire and clear intention. This intention to surround yourself with love, to surround yourself with the support that you can reciprocate on the terms that you can reciprocate it. And this is you leading you and others to a kind of recovery. You're moving away from an environment that was stressful, very stressful to you, painful, hurtful, and you're moving towards something that you are engaging with on fair terms, on just terms, on equitable terms for yourself. In the seventh house, the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Three of Pentacles in the eighth house and the Eight of Wands in the ninth house. Wow. So a lot is going on. And once again, I see travel as being a possibility for many Leos. The Three of Pentacles is talking about a beautiful collaboration. This can be truly among family members, intimates, very close friends, or colleagues, those you trust implicitly and those you are coming together with in order to perform a very explicit task around your expertise, around the expertise of each member of the team, in order to build something beautiful, in order to create something not only beautiful but useful, long-term, practical. And this is you being an equal among peers. And this is feeling to me in part how you're gaining a lot of attention and how others are now coming to you with information, ideas, opportunities, invitations that you are considering in order to be a part of something that you ordinarily would not be able to impact in the same way. So I see you as actually strengthening your circle, expanding your circle of love and support in your life. And this is can possibly be through an assignment to travel, to speak, to make a presentation, to educate or train others in some way. There's a way that you are building your network. In the 10th house, the 10 of Wands is clarified by the 7, the Chariot card in the 11th house, and the 9 of Wands in the 12th house. I see you really considering the path that you have set your feet upon. You feel yourself in the zone of your life path, and you feel it very clearly in terms of decisions you've made on both sides. Positive decisions, not so positive decisions, and the consequences of those. And you're considering the movement forward because your focus, as a result of this beautiful self-acceptance of who you are, all of you, is helping you to move forward very rapidly. The 9 of Wands here is about your determination. You are not willing to give up, no matter how battered and bruised you have been. And your awareness of the nature and the particularity of the kind of pain or suffering you've experienced is helping you dig in and understand that success for you is right around the corner. You can feel it. You can taste it. And so this actually speaks about the way that you are gaining your personal power as a result of understanding and accepting the difficulties in your life with a sense of empowerment. These things have made you stronger. And I'm going to finish up this reading with the seed and sickle, and I pull the tulip. And the tulip I'm going to read from number 14 from the guidebook. And it reads, tulips are full of a boundless, unstoppable energy, full of color, creativity, and life. They're not slow or careful like the rest of the plant world. They're all about growing. In the 1600s, tulips caused one of the greatest cases of buying mania in history, with more varieties so sought after that a single bulb could sell for 2,500 florins, the equivalent of $150,000 today. Embrace the shameless, flamboyant vibrance of this flower, and don't be afraid to put your stamp on the world. Be yourself, express yourself, make the art you want to make. Now is the time to turn life into what you want it to be. If you've enjoyed this content, please check out more content here. And until next time, Leo, namaste.